My full name is Luis Alonso Garcia. I am the Director of Migrant Student Services. What that means is that I oversee the operation of CAMP, the College Assistance Migrant Scholars Program, the High School Equivalency Program, that's Identification and Recruitment, and the IDNR initiative, and also the international initiatives that we have, and La Cosecha, which works with Latino farmers in the southwestern part of Michigan. The CAMP program, we're going on 20 years of doing this. In fact, I was instrumental in getting it started at Michigan State University. HEP, we've been doing it for the last 17, IDNR for the last 6 or 7, the international initiatives for 17 years. The other one program that I failed to identify was the National Migrant Scholars Internship Initiative. We worked with about 50-something programs nationwide and try to help migrant students that are involved with the CAMP program to secure them work experience. I'm originally from Texas. Most of the farm workers are from Texas and Florida. Went into human services and got my degree. Went into Peace Corps for two years in the I was in Paraguay, and I was what they call a generalist in Peace Corps. So I worked in a rural community. I was working on forestry programs, agriculture programs. I started building a high school. I got 3 classrooms done by the time I left in 2 years, and those types of projects.
My name is Patricia Jolie. I am the Associate Director for International Initiatives here in Migrant Student Services. We have several programs abroad, and one of them, and the one is the most successful program, is the International Engagement in Mexico. And that's been running for over 18 years. Luis began that program along with Carlos Fuentes. I've been working in this program since I began working for Migrant Student Services.
What I feel like makes Luis like a unique person is the type of commitment he has towards his kids. Like I feel like you can just trust him and like just be a friend.
Education, in my family, it's extremely important. And world experience is important.
My name is Aleida Martinez, and I'm the Student Services Coordinator for the College Assistance Migrant Program. Luis Garcia has been the Director for Migrant Student Services for 19 years now. Started working here about 6 years ago, actually close to 7 years ago now, and I've been working under Luis the entire time. One of the biggest things that I appreciate about him is that he definitely provides more of a family-friendly environment. So the culture here is very open door policy.
You can just enter his office while he's there and just have a normal conversation. Just initiate a conversation and just like talk about whatever you want, you know.
So some of my daily tasks, like university advancement, which is development, which are the people that go out and seek funding, projects, buildings, etc., etc. I'm interested in seeing what their strategy is to work with our Latino and Latina alumni so that they can give something back after they graduate. Part of my job and responsibility is to how do I engage these various aspects of the institution to say, how do we bring in this community into this fold? As we talk about inclusiveness, to get people to the table to say, how do we begin to look at a big plan that includes our community? And a lot of times people haven't thought of our community. I'm a former migrant farm worker myself. I used to work in what is now called the OCAD. I used to be the person in charge of Chicano Latino Student Affairs. When I was in that position, I really wanted to begin to do something to serve our migrant community. Nothing was in place.
At the time that I was a student, he took the time to talk to my parents over the phone. So I'm from Texas. And he took the time to just be really honest with my parents, and especially my father, and just having conversations that weren't the easiest to have, that I wouldn't have anticipated any other director would have had.
His charisma, I feel like he is very extraordinary. Like
He's always seeing the future, thinking ahead.
He's very caring overall. Luis Garcia really cares about the students and the success of the program. Right?
Our focus is really focusing on servicing all the needs of migrant and seasonal farm worker community, particularly agriculture workers. There's a significant number of migrant and seasonal farm workers that have dropped out of high school. One of my focuses is to ensure that we continue some of these projects. I think it's very important that promoting education.
It irritates me that they don't understand that they're bright as all hell. They're bright. They're bright. But there has to be somebody showing them the way.